strong, what makes a man is not the muscle, it's not the deep voice. It's because there's the authority that God has released upon him. Because there are many men that their place have been taken. Yeah, sometimes you question, are you still a guy? What's going on? But thank God for our lives. So let's give thanks. Let's cultivate the habit, the heart of thanking God. Amen. The word that the Lord laid in my heart this morning is very short, and it's very short. And when I was told to prepare for today, I began to pray and think about God. What should I speak about? And I believe the Lord laid something very specific in my heart. And the title today is "Where Are You?" It's really straightforward. Where are you? Let's go to that same lesson that we read. Genesis chapter 3. Where are you? Don't worry, I'll keep the time. I won't keep us too long because it's really hot in here. So we can enjoy our cold outside. Genesis chapter 3 from verse 1. Please, I want us to go together. I know it will be projected, but I want us to go together. And I will read. Now the serpent was more crafty than any other beast of the field that the Lord God had made. He said to the woman, "Did God actually say to you, you shall not eat of any tree in the garden?" Verse 2. And the woman said to the serpent, "We may eat of the fruits of the trees in the garden." Yes, we may eat of any of the fruits. But God said, "You shall not eat of the fruits of the tree that is in the midst of the garden. Neither shall you touch it, lest you die." No, don't touch it. Talk less of eating it. It just says, what you eat, don't touch. Right? You don't touch it, talk less of eating it. Now, verse 5. For God knows. Verse 4. But the serpent said to the woman, you will not surely die. No, you won't die. Don't mind God, Jerry. You won't die. Verse 5. For God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. Since that day we've been experiencing good and evil. In the garden, it was good. Everything was good. It was good. Everything worked. It worked, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, everything worked. Man was in control of his environment. Man had authority over his environment. His eyes, he didn't know what evil was. He didn't know what cancer was. He didn't know what depression was. What does it mean for a man to lose his job? That was never in the garden.
No.
What does it mean for immigration to be pursuing a man? That was never in the garden. Everything worked. What does it mean for a family to rebel against the parent? A children to rebel against the parent? That was never in the garden. Everything worked. God said, look, things will work. Just follow my rules. It will work. You will know what evil is if you follow my way. But man touched what he wasn't supposed to touch. Not only did he touch it, he plucked what he wasn't supposed to. Not only did she pluck it, she ate what she wasn't supposed to eat. Not only did she eat it, she digested what she wasn't supposed to digest. Now, after that day, good and evil became the norm of the day. It became the norm of the day. A lot of us, we are sometimes we are in that lane where everything was working at a point in time before the season changed. Everything was working. We are in line. You are committed to God, and God was relating with you. Everything everything, you had a perfect life. You had a garden experience. But there was a point in time when things changed. I want us to keep going. Let's keep going, you know. So when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was delight to the eyes, and the tree was to be desired to make one wise, she took of its fruit and ate. She also gave some to her husband. And I want us to pay particular attention to this. She gave some to her husband who was with her, and he ate. So everyone was eating at this point. Maybe they should have fasted that day. You know, God will have helped them. But everyone was eating. So then, verse 7, then the eyes of both of them were open. Then they began to see evil and good. And they knew that they were naked. And they then pay particular attention. Then they sew fig leaves together and make themselves loincloths. Verse 8. And they heard the sound of the Lord God working in the garden in the cool of the day. And the man and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord God among the trees of the garden. Now, if you want to hide from the presence of God, is a tree a good hiding spot? No. This is madness. You know, you don't hide. It's like me hiding here to prevent everybody from seeing me. God can see. God can see, sir. Even man can see within the tree. Now, verse 8, it says, verse 9, but the Lord God said to the man and said to him, where are you? Where are you? I want to stop right here. This is an ancient verse. This story is ancient. It's as old as anyone could remember. Even an unbeliever knows this verse, this story. But the question of where are you is not really a question of where is your physical location. If you look, God knows exactly. He created a garden. You know, God didn't need a GPS to tell him, look, I know where this guy is hiding. No, he knows where he's hiding. It's not a question of a physical location, but it's a question of where are you? In other words, what happened to you? Your place is vacant. Where are you? Things were going right. You are in the garden, you are in my presence. They lost the garden and the presence of God. Where are you? See, there are many things that displaces a man from where God has placed them. There are many things. There are many. It's a displacement. It's a loss it's a loss of position. A man became displaced. He lost his place. And you can see a lot of people, they go through life, you see that things have gone wrong in their life. If you remember the story of a man that God opened his eyes. And he said, Jesus touched him and he says, what did you see? Do we remember the story? Do we remember the story? What did he see that time? He saw men like trees. Men like trees. A lot of people said he was seeing the spirit. That men like trees is like, when a man's destiny is upside down. When his head is down and his leg out, he has a sign of tree. So he was seeing a lot of people whose destiny have been topside, who are upside down. Many walking around and they've lost their place. Many walking around and they've lost their place. Many walking around and they've lost their place. Where are you? Where are you? Where is the place that I put you? The presence that I had you. Where everything was working for you. Where are you now? What led you to where you are? We go through life and you're in a predicament. You will find yourself in an unfavorable situation. You find yourself in a place that you didn't plan for. You need to sit down and say, what led me here? How did I find myself here? How did I find myself here? You know, we go from January to February to December. A lot of things has happened from then to now. If we take an inventory of our life, you will discover that this might not be the place you want to be at the end of the year. What led me to this place? You see, the place of hiding from the Lord is a place of shame. It's a place of shame. When a man lost his place, he becomes ashamed. Shame covers him instead of the glory of God. When a man finds himself in a place that he did not plan for, shame, it leads to shame. You know, I took some notes just in case you are taking some notes. You know, man was displaced by the guy by many things from this story. I discovered man was displaced by deception. Deception can displace a man, can land you into a place you don't want to be. Many people have been deceived by those that appears to be genuine. And because of that deception, they found themselves in a place where they are hiding, in a place of shame. Many have been deceived. The serpent deceived the woman. You know, the serpent is a very skilled animal. God gave him that grace. And he must have observed who to go first. Who to go for first. Either the woman or the man. He must have observed that the woman, she's genuine. She has a pure heart. She doesn't know what deception is. The serpent approached her. So man can be led to a place of hiding through deception. Man can be led to a place of hiding through ignorance. Ignorance of, I didn't know that this is what's going to happen. I didn't know that this is going to be the result, the output of this action. A lot of people are in a place, an unfavorable place. A lot of people are regretting where they are because they didn't know. I didn't know if I take this step, it's going to lead here. I didn't know. And I know that this is what's going to happen. I wouldn't have done it. And I know, man can be led to a place of hiding by disobedience. And this is common among the youth. And you can't blame the youth. Because there's passion in us. There's energy. We have a different idea of how the world should be. But disobedience. Sometimes even among the older folks, disobedience to the law of the Lord. Disobedience to the law of nature. Disobedience led them. God told Adam, do not eat of this specific tree. There's a reason why I highlighted this tree among all the trees in the garden. Don't eat of this. But because of disobedience, they fell. Man can be led to a place of hiding because of ambition. The devil promised Eve, and you'll be like God. You'll be able to know good and evil. You'll be like God. Devil, you remember the same thing happened to the devil. He wanted to be like God in the beginning. Because he had the ambition to be like the Most High. He was cast down. Ambition can lead us to a place of hiding. Ambition that is not in line with the will of God. You can achieve what you are looking for, but once you achieve it, you find out that, hey, I didn't know this is where it's going to land me. The place of hiding is a place of regret. It's a place where you regret your actions. The place where you wish things had not turned out this way. And Adam and Eve found themselves there. They were hiding from the Lord. You know, when you find yourself in a place of hiding, you know, shame comes in. So people can talk about everything else about their lives, but that's it. When it comes to that area, don't go there. Why? It's because there's shame in that area. Things in, no, don't go there. Don't go there. I wish things had turned out differently in this area. Why? Disobedience, disappointment, deception, ignorance led them to that place. Evil people led them to that place. You know, it's a place of struggle. Let's go back to, let's go back to Genesis chapter 3. That's in Genesis chapter 3, verse 7. Let's read. Can somebody read verse 6 and 7?
Then the eyes of both of them were opened.
Thank you, sir.
And they knew that they were naked.
Yes, sir.
And they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves coverings.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. It says their eyes were open. What happened after their eyes were open? Human effort took over to cover their own shame. Because they found themselves in a place that they had not intended to. If I had known it's going to end this way, I wouldn't have done this. What happened? They landed themselves. Someone said, if things I fear the most happened. So when they landed themselves there, they began human effort. See, when you lost the glory of God, when people are desperate, they resort to their own skills, to their own energy, to their own efforts. Imagine someone that is naked, sewing fig leaves together. And I can imagine, trade has not been invented back then. So you can imagine the skill it took, the effort, the wasted time it took to sew, to make a dress out of leaves and to cover their own nakedness. Now, if it rains, what will happen? If it rains, if there was windstorm, what will happen? You see, the place of regret is a place where you are struggling too much. When you experience excessive struggle, it's a sign that, what am I doing? Am I in the right place? When they had the glory of the Lord was upon them. The glory of the Lord was their covering. The glory, the grace of God made things available for them. The grace of God gave them control over the environment. They had authority. But the moment they lost that glory, they begin to labor in vain. They begin to labor just to cover themselves. And you discover that's what a lot of people are doing. What many people are doing is to labor to put roof over their head. To cover their own nakedness. Amen. 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 The time is going, So when you find yourself in this place, I want us to look at an example of a man and what he did. When he found himself in a place that he had no control over. Let's go to 1 Samuel. Chapter 30, I believe. First Samuel chapter 30. From verse 1. If somebody can start from verse 1 for me. Help.
Now it happened.
Thank you, sir.
When David and his men came to Ziklag.
Yes, sir.
On the third day, that the Amalekites had invaded the south and Ziklag, and attacked Ziklag and burned it with fire, and taken captive the women and those who were there, from small to great.
Yes.
They did not kill anyone, and carried them away and went their way. So David and his men came to the city, and there it was, burned with fire, and their wives, their sons, and their daughters had been taken captive.
Thank you, sir. We can pause right there, sir. And I want you to understand what is going on here. We talked a little bit about it at men's meeting. David went to war. Before he came back, all that he had labored for his life have been captured and taken by the enemy. When the enemy comes, he wants to wipe your accounts clean. Wiped and clean. he wiped everything away. You know, he wiped everything that he had away. You can continue, sir.
Then David and the people who were with him lifted up their voices and wept until they had no more power to weep.
Yes.
And David's two wives, Ahinoam and Jezreelite, and Abigail, the widow of Nabal the Carmelite, had been taken captive.
Yes.
Now David was greatly distressed, for people spoke of stoning him because the soul of all the people were grieved.
Yes.
Every man for his son and his daughter. But David strengthened himself,
yes, sir,
in the Lord.
Yes, sir.
God.
We can stop right here. David strengthened himself in the Lord his God. A lot of people, we go through life and things will happen that will put us in a place we don't expect. As a matter of fact, you might have gone through from January to December and find yourself in a place that you don't expect. Men might have deceived you. Even your own ignorance might have led you to where you are. Your disappointment might have happened. Your own disobedience to God might have led you where you are. You know, even people, godly people might have led you to an unfavorable place. But the Bible says David strengthened himself in the Lord. There are two options. You can stay there and begin to wallow in regret. You can stay in that place of shame. Like you can keep hiding, like Adam and Eve were hiding with the bush and attempting to cover their own nakedness, to cover their shame with their own efforts. You can either stay there or strengthen yourself in the Lord. You can either remain in a place of disappointment, of regret, of I wish they didn't turn out this way, of excuses, of so many things. If I only had this, that man at the river, when Jesus wanted to heal him, that came to him, he says, I didn't have anyone to push me in. You can stay there or what? Strengthen. I want us to say that, or strengthen yourself in the Lord. David cried a little. When he woke up, he snapped out of it. Many people are walking around upside down. Their head is down, their leg is up. So if God open your eyes and you can see in the spirit, you will see many people still walking upside down, sir. You can either remain in a place of regret. God comes to you this morning and says, where are you? What led you to where you are? What led you to where you are? Yes, there was disobedience. Yeah, I disobeyed. Because I have been warned not to. But I did. Yes, I was deceived. I didn't know this is where it's going to be. Yes. But God said, where are you? Your response to where are you is like, God, I'm here. Help me. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? What led you to where you are? What pushed you to this place? What caused you to be in this pit? You're supposed to dominate. You're supposed to rule. There's a destiny assigned for you. But where are you? What pushed you here? It said David strengthened himself in the Lord. This is December. My message is really simple. That you will strengthen yourself again in the Lord. Amen. That you will snap out of your hiding place. That you will snap. God, self-pity doesn't get the attention of God. Self-pity, excuses doesn't get the attention of God. The Bible says, whosoever call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. Only those who call upon the name of the Lord. You might have experienced a serious storm that landed you where you are. Maybe a storm arose and you didn't know this is how it's going to be. Jesus, what is this? I didn't plan for this. How do I handle this? One of the thing that God was showing me a couple months ago is a story of the apostles. And every time I keep looking over it and over it, I said, this is deep. When the apostles got on the reef, on the ocean, and they were going with Jesus, and all of a sudden the storm arose. The storm arose. No one could plan for that storm, because that storm had perished many before them. The storm arose. The storm arose. What? You know, the first thing that the storm destroyed was their comfort zone. They were going on the boat, chilling, cruising, having a good time. But the storm arose, and the Bible recorded that the storm broke through the boat. When it broke through, everybody woke up. What happened is the disciples began to offload all their personal properties over the ocean. What they had gathered with their life, what they had spent their energy, their resources to acquire, they themselves, they were grabbing it with their own hands and what? Throwing it overboard. Because of the storm they were experiencing. When the storm said, no, I don't want just your property, I want your life. I want your life. They woke up and said, Jesus, help us. We're about to die. We're going to perish here. You know where? Help us. So the storm you might have experienced a storm that landed you where you are. But God is saying, where are you? You see, when he came to Adam, he knew what had happened. He wanted to give them a solution. He's a compassionate God. He wanted to help them. Where are you? Tell me the truth. What happened? Then you begin to discover. If Adam said, no, it's a woman. It's a woman. It's a woman. You know, sometimes we point to people. Is this person that led me here? If that man hadn't deceived me, if that person hadn't deceived me, I won't be here. Then the woman said, what? Is the serpent. She said, I was deceived. I was deceived. So God said, look, I'm not looking for excuses. Just ask for help. So strengthen yourself in the Lord. David wept a little and he strengthened himself in the Lord. This is December. Don't go into year 2018 with the same mentality, with the same regret, with the same emotion, with the same excuses that you had experienced this year. Don't go and telling God, I wish this thing had. No. Strengthen yourself in the Lord. Don't wait for anyone to come and encourage you. No one will show up. Strengthen yourself in the Lord. I want us to read that verse further, a little further, then we'll close.
Then David said to Abiathar the priest,
yes, sir.
Abimelech's son,
yes, sir.
Please bring the ephod here.
He consulted the Lord.
And Abiathar brought the ephod to David. So
yes.
He inquired of the Lord,
yes.
saying, Shall I pursue?
Shall I pursue?
Shall I overtake them?
Shall I overtake them?
He answered them,
yes.
Pursue,
yes.
You shall surely overtake them and without fail recover all.
Makaya, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Jesus. You see, pursue is the inquiry of the Lord. And the Lord said, arise, wake up. Snap out of your pit. You don't belong here. Wake up, arise, because I am with you. He said, pursue. You will what? You will overtake. You will overtake. You also what? You will recover all. Whatever you have lost through deception, whatever you have lost through disappointment, whatever you have lost through your own disobedience, whatever you have lost through the storm that arose you, I pray by the grace of the Lord that the Lord release grace to recover them all in the name of Jesus. In order for you to recover them, you have to arise. You have to arise. You have to arise. You have to arise and know God is with me. I will pursue it. I will overtake it. And I will recover it. See, with God, you are more than a multitude. With God on your side. You can't have God on your side and still be in your pit. With God on your side, you can advance over a city. He said, by my God, I leap over a wall. With God on your side, you can defeat any obstacle that rises against you. With God on your side, you can overtake them all. You can overtake what you've lost through time. You can overtake, you can recover what you've lost through deception, through disappointment. You can recover what you've lost through the storm that arose against you. Let us rise up.